we are not rare. But before you leave, you will perceive the lore will be unlocked. You might be stalked by a Sasquatch or a ghost witch, possibly even a ghost that will boast about knowing the Ohio Grassman or even the Michigan Dogman. Werewolves hunt, poltergeists are up front, but in these backwoods folklore is unlocked.
Welcome to Folklore Unlocked. I'm Austin, and like always, I'm joined by Ethan.
Yep, hello again, everyone.
And this week, we are delving into the Kennedy curse. And the curse itself is a series of deaths, accidents, assassinations, and other tragedies involving the American Kennedy family that I'm sure most of you have at least heard of one or two of these people.
Yeah, and it mostly affects the family and descendants of the businessman Joseph P. Kennedy. And it has also affected like any friends or associates of these relatives of the family. So just because you're not a Kennedy, if you're a friend of a Kennedy, you could possibly be affected by the curse. And Ted Kennedy has even said that it seems like his family is cursed.
And some notable deaths that weren't assassinations is Joseph P. Kennedy Jr., so the son of Joseph P. Kennedy Sr. died when the military aircraft he was piloting exploded over Suffolk, England during World War II. William Cavendish, Marquess of Hartington, and the husband of Joe Kennedy Sr., Kathleen Kennedy, was shot on September 8, 1944, during World War II. And Kathleen Kennedy herself died in a plane crash in France on May 13th, 1948.
Yeah, and this is just a couple of the deaths because there are quite a few more. And I feel like if you're a Kennedy, you probably need to stay away from aircrafts, well, really any vehicle, and then guns.
Especially aircraft.
Yeah, especially aircrafts, but like regular like cars and stuff like that too. There have been quite a few deaths with them too.
Exactly.
And then, like we said, other than the deaths, there have been a couple assassinations. You might know John F. Kennedy was assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald on November 22nd of 1963 in Dallas, Texas. And then also Robert F. Kennedy Sr. was assassinated by Sharon on June 5th of 1968 in Los Angeles, California.
And a little heads up, we are going to take a look at JFK's assassination next week.
Ooh.
So stay tuned for that. And some other, like, not, these are more so just tragedies that the Kennedys were part of, but not necessarily. No Kennedys themselves directly died from this. These Rosemary Kennedy presumably suffered from mental illnesses and was deprived of oxygen during her birth, and her father Joseph had her lobotomized, which failed, leading him to institutionalize her until her death in 2005. but there's a little bit of good that came out of this. That and Rosemary's sister Eunice Kennedy began the Special Olympics in Rosemary's honor. So that kind of got a little good out of it. And a little more background, Joseph didn't tell his children where Rosemary was until later. So he kind of was not Father of the Year.
So he didn't tell them till after she died, or what?
Oh, that well, it was before he died.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then the previously mentioned Ted Kennedy survived the plane crash that killed the pilot and one of the aides there helping him in June 1964. So, like I said, still deaths associated with the Kennedy curse, just not a Kennedy.
Mm.
But at least one good thing came out of the Kennedy curse in the Special Olympics.
Yeah, I don't know if that kind of makes up for all the curse stuff, but you're correct. At least something good came out of it.
Hey, I'm just trying to think positive of a bad situation here.
Oh.
And on our thoughts, personally, I don't know if it's a curse or just plain bad luck, but whichever it is, I think it's extremely hard to argue against it. Just because of all the deaths, assassinations, the accidents, all of this, it's just kind of hard to argue against the Kennedys, not being cursed.
Yeah, I agree. There are many, many more deaths that we did not talk about that I had not even heard about before looking into this. And I'm kind of leaning toward either they could be cursed or just have very, very, very terrible luck, because this has been happening for over 80 years. This family just had bad luck. So either the family just has really bad luck forever, or they could be cursed, which could be forever too. I don't know.
And I know at least on John the Fitzgerald side, which it would be like JFK, Rosemary's, Eunice's, Ted's, RFK's senior's mother side. That side's Irish. I know for sure. So maybe this is just to tie back into one of our other videos that we've already got out in the Banshee. Maybe a Banshee is attached to them. Who knows at this point?
That could be considered a curse. Yeah.
But I think that's all we've got for this week. Next week, like I mentioned, we'll be taking a look at the assassination of JFK. So stay tuned for that. Any last words, Ethan?
No, just thanks for watching, everyone.
Well, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, drop us a follow. and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
You might wake up beside Spearfinger with an extended visit from Jack the Ripper. But if you're lucky, it'll be an angel on that range hill of Louisiana. You might meet Marie Laveau or the Rougarou. At Folklore Unlocked, Austin and Ethan concoct their theory of the eerie and unexplained around the world, sometimes even the underworld. The lore is locked behind secrets, but folklore is meant to be unlocked. The Sokaloo is haunting NC as well as Tennessee. There are many giants that might be clients of the Dark Watchers, who might have psychokinesis. And the phantom time hypothesis is like a phoenix, coming back around again and again. The laser strain on your brain if you got more than 2 brain cells in you. Some believe McCartney's dead because they read into the Mandela effect, which is subject to folklore